Don't turn your back on calisthenics. When I started lifting, I started with push-ups, pull-ups, and I did great progress. I was doing 4 sets, push-ups almost every day, and pull-ups 4 sets also. While I was light back then, I weighed around 47 to around 50 kilo. I think it is still a great way, or it's still a great tool, or do not turn your back from it even though you're still heavier. People think that calisthenics are for really light men, or well, it's true, alright, because it's a leverage advantage. If you're lighter, you can do the movements, especially the skills, more efficiently. However, if you're trying to build muscle and bulking, which means eating more, it's still a useful tool for you, because in a sense your own body is gonna be heavier as well, slowly progressively overloading it. And then I find that lifters, once they discover the gym or start training in the gym, they tend to set aside calisthenics or like a toy that they don't want to play with it. And I think it's a big mistake. One Once I was called out by a gym bro that I was doing decline push-ups on the gym, and he said to me, "Don't do that. It's a waste of time." It's not actually a waste of time. And maybe that affected me in a sense. I stopped doing push-ups. And although I get stronger in my chest with barbell movements, I am now weighing 60 kilo. I used to do like 40 plus reps on push-ups for 4 sets of 5. Now I can only do 20. So it's also a great way to prevent you from getting too big, or in a sense adding too much fat on your frame. It's in a sense detector. If you're overbulking, if you're eating too much and you're not gaining enough strength or muscle, right? So there's that. Injury prevention, because if you're using your body and you can literally, do at least 5 or 3 push-ups or pull-ups, you're probably a bit heavier, unless you're on the extreme side where you're really a powerlifter, strongman. And even some strongmen can do pull-ups while being heavy and having fat on their frame. So what says you if you're just trying to be more like David Lee, right? What sets you apart from them? It will make you brutally strong, right? Especially if you add weight. Perfect combo: bulking and calisthenics plus weighted calisthenics. More progression. The only thing that frustrated me with calisthenics was the progression. It was slow when I got better, because I was like 450, 47, 49 kilo, and I need to do a ton of reps, and that made me lazy, or not lazy. It annoyed me a bit, but I still did them. So the fix was getting weighted. For example, me, I'm on the lean side, and I can still add some, right, while bulking. Perfect. It's perfect. Injury prevention also, because you're you're doing your own movements. Your body is being watched by you, because you know you're not carrying a bit or too much fat, right? And it's gonna get you consistent also. For example, for me, in this current weeks or phase of my life, I'm I don't have an access to a gym, but it is my tool to get consistent in training, to not skip it. You're not gonna have a reason to not do push-ups. There's literally floor anywhere. Find somewhere to hang and do some pull-ups. find some park in the mall, you know. So it's all in all a great tool, and I think you should not skip it, or in a sense, stop having that mindset. It's secondary. I think we should treat it like gym, where we can progress a lot, especially with weighted and bulking, right? We want to get humble, try doing some handstand push-ups. And pull-ups makes you static because it lowers your body fat. You're doing the pull-up movements, right? So click the link in the program for my if you want more advice like this.